Right, so Britical Saiyans here, I'm Jonah.
And I'm Matt.
And today we've got the green reveals for the Saiyan Showdown.
Yay!
Which literally is a Saiyan Showdown. Like,
in this case, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to take it away?
Yep. So to start with, we have Son Goku. Again. So, he's got two autos. The first being, when it's placed in your leader area, activate up to one King Kai's planet from your deck. So you just automatically start with a field. And then when he attacks, you draw a card. And on its awaken is, if your life is at 4 or less, or your opponent's leader back is facing up, so if your opponent's awakened.
Which is why, I don't know why this doesn't say that.
Yeah. I think it's in case your opponent can flip back and
flip
forth.
it. Oh yeah, true.
You may switch up to one of your energy to active mode and have this card gain 5k power for the turn and then flip it over. So on this side it's got auto of attack, draw one card, and he's got he's got an active main and an active battle. I thought there was two active mains there. So at first its active main is you send 4 King Kai's training from underneath a King Kai's planet in your battle area to their owner's warps. This card gains 45k power and minus 15 power during the next turn. So during your turn it goes up to 60k, and then during your opponent's turn it goes down to 0. And its active battle is once per turn you place one King Kai's training from under a King Kai's planet in your battle area into its owner's drop area. This card gains 10k power for the battle and then minus 10k during the next turn.
I'm not too keen on that.
It's very much just like bursts of power in the idea of him using Kaioken, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it is kind of risky.
Not very risky.
Especially the 45k one, because they go to your warp, and unless they have a way of recovering them, that's it, you can't do its active battle anymore.
So we're going to get proved wrong. Like somebody's going to top a tournament with it, and it's just going to be like,
yeah, someone's going to top a tournament because they're like, oh, I just go use the 60k, I combo a bunch of 10ks, I throw a Champer in there, and it's like 100k double strike, and guess what? I win.
We'll get proven wrong, but we'll see. Alright, so next up we got Vegeta. So, auto, once per turn. If it's your opponent's turn, when one of your battle cards is removed from your battle area by an opponent's skill, your opponent chooses one card in their hand and discards it. Activate battle once per turn. If your life is if your life is less than or equal to your opponent's, this card gains plus 5k power for the battle. So during both players' turns it can be 20, well, in this case 15k, but I'm gonna guess it does it on the awakened side as well. Probably not, but we'll see. So it helps the defense and offense.
Yeah.
I mean, you do have to have equal or less, but you know, there's ways of working around that. When your life is awakening is when your life is at 3 or less, or your opponent's leader is facing up, so awakened or not awakened. Well, wait, how are you want to look at it?
Awakened.
Yeah, it is awakened, but
yeah,
flippity flippies. You may draw 2 cards. Choose up to one of your opponent's unison cards and remove a marker from it, then flip this card over. So you draw 2 and remove a marker. That's just evil.
Yeah.
So then, he doesn't have the same skill. Oh, okay. So that activate battle is only on the unawakened side. Okay.
Well, I think that's the help of Dave or Workable, like they're using aggro, it gives you a bit of defense.
Yeah, I was hoping it was carryover. So anyway, auto, when this card attacks, choose up to one of your opponent's unison cards and remove a marker from it. Additionally, if your opponent doesn't have a unison card in play, choose up to one green Grey Ape card in your battle area and switch it to active mode and negate its skills per turn. Well, I don't think that's really going to be much of a hindrance, really, because I'm presuming the Grey Apes are going to be big, chunky, like 20k's anyway, so it's just another 20k at swing.
Most likely.
I'm just a guess.
Yeah.
Because I honestly can't remember. And we got auto once per turn. If it's your opponent's turn, when one of your battle cards is removed from your battle area by an opponent's skill, draw 1 card, and your opponent chooses 1 card in their hand and discards it. Okay, so he has no draw power on the awakened side, technically.
No.
It has no just ice swing draw. And your opponent has to remove your battle cards by a skill in order for you to draw a card. I think that would have been better if it wasn't relying on your opponent removing it by a skill.
Yeah, because it has to be one of yours removed by your opponent.
Yeah.
So it's kind of...
You're relying on your opponent killing your things with skills.
Or bouncing them in some way. One thing that I've just kind of double checked with the Vegeta being able to stand your Great Ape. So obviously you stand the Great Ape, you can swing it. If you run Planet Vegeta, you could just restand it at the end of your turn, because Planet Vegeta just stands all your Great Apes, ignoring the colour.
Yeah.
So if you wanted a bit of green yellow, you could just run Planet Vegeta to stand your ape back up at the end of your turn in case it has blocker or anything like that.
Well, you could also run some of the other yellow apes.
Yeah.
Just like the good ones.
Yeah.
So Warcry,
Vegeta
just
to
search, and then you got where Son Goku Warp Draw 2.
Oh yeah, definitely that one.
So if you want to throw some yellow in there.
Yeah. Just a funny idea. I was like, wait, could it restand from Planet Vegeta? So I had to quickly check, so I was like, hang on. But yeah. Moving on now to the Unison cards. We've got first one, which is King Vegeta Invasion's Command. It's a cost of 3. It's got 19k power. It's an SR. It's got counter attack by Spirit Boost 1. Player's card with 3 markers on it. So you lose a Unison but gain this one with 3 on markers immediately. And it's got permanent. During your opponent's turn, if a greater 8 cards in play in your battle area, reduce the specified cost of the card in your hand by 1 green. So doesn't say what colour the Great Ape has to be. Just saying. So then we've got +1 active main. Choose from 1 card in your opponent's hand or one of their battle cards, ignoring barrier, and place it in the owner's drop area. Nice. And then -X active main. For each marker you remove using this skill, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and KO it. That's just kind of good in a general sense.
Yeah.
You still have to pay the 3. So like if you're not using it with Green Great Apes, you'd have to pay 3 to do its counter attack. But even then, once you go out and play, its abilities are good.
Oh yeah, definitely. Hand destruction and killing things.
Yeah.
There's the SPR version.
Yep.
Alright. So we got Krillin, what?
Staunch defender.
Whatever that means. So 2 costs, 15k, auto once per turn. If your life is 3 or less and it's your opponent's turn, when your leader card's power is decreased, switch this card to active mode and it gains blocker for the turn. +1, activate main. Choose 1 card in your hand and place it at the bottom of your deck. For every 2 King Kai's training under King Kai's planet in your battle area, draw 1 card. And then -1, activate main. Your opponent chooses 1 card in their hand and discards it.
Obviously, which deck that is for though.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you could just throw it if you really, really wanted a cheap Unison just for literally that.
Yeah.
There you go.
Then before you get out of it, no.
Yeah, but, you know, people do use Unisons just for one effect sometimes.
Pretty much, yeah.
Depends how useful it is for your deck.
Yeah. So, going to the battle cards now, we start with Raditz requesting reinforcements. So it's 1 cost, 4k power, it's got blocker and auto. Choose 1 card in your hand, discard it. When this card is carried by an opponent's attack, choose up to 1 red or green Vegeta or Nappa card, and then cost of 1 from your deck. Send it to the warp, shuffle your deck, and then play that card from your warp at the end of your next turn.
Okay. Interesting. Alright, so on to another SR now. Is the Kaioken Son Goku Decisive Battle. Yeah, so 5 costs, joy of it being green, 25k. A lot of keywords. Deflect, Double Strike, Barrier, and Dual Attack, and EX Evolve. So pay 3 green. If your opponent has 3 or more energy, and you've got a mono green Son Goku with an energy cost of 2 or 3. So your opponent's turn 3, technically your turn 3 as well, because you have to be on 3 energy. And then you've got 2 options of what you can evolve onto, which is nice because normally it's this specific one.
Yeah, I think they've realised with evolution skills they need to give a wider band to target, because if you only have one card and go into if they release that and only one 2-drop Goku, you'd be kind of screwed because people just kill the 2-drop, so you'd never be able to play this one.
Oh yeah, I mean there's plenty of 2-cost Son Gokus to pick from.
Oh yeah.
It just means that, like you said, there's just more options to evolve onto.
Yeah.
Then we got Auto. When this card is played, choose up to 2 of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier and KO them. Your leader card, KO them. Your leader cards and some Goku cards in your battle area get minus 10k power during your opponent's next turn. So you kill things and then get minus power. Okay. Auto, at the end of your turn, send this card to its owner's warp. If you do, play up to 1 Son Goku, confronting invasion from your warp. And there's the SPR.
Okay, so we've now got Son Goku maximum gains. That name's just so funny. So 3-drop 19k power. It's got Auto. When this card is played, draw 1 card, then choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards from an edge cost of 4 or less and KO it. And then active main, limit 1, pay 1 green. If your opponent has 3 or more energy and your life is less than or equal to your opponent's, choose up to 1 Kaioken Son Goku decisive battle in your hand and play it on top of this card. So that one.
So for 1 energy.
Yeah, but you have to be equal or less to your opponent.
Again, things like that can easily be done.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't worry too much about effects like that.
No, but it's just so that you can't bat your opponent down to 2 whilst you're on 3 or 4, and then be like, okay, now I'm gonna do this. Because no, you pass that point.
Yeah, it's a way of balancing it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it is a deflect, double strike, barrier, dual attack.
Yeah, so you gotta time it, but then it gives you a chance to kind of make the gap or put yourself in the lead.
Oh, here's the confronting invasion. So there's a 2 cost 15. It's got unique and barrier. Activate main, limit 1, pay a green if there is a total of 4 King Kai's training in your warp and or under King Kai's planet in your battle area. You send this card to its owner's warp. Play up to 1 Son Goku maximum gains from your deck and then shuffle your deck.
Okay.
So play this on turn 2. Turn 3, do the effect, because it's going to live in theory because it's got barrier.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay.
So we've got training goals Son Goku. Say 1 cost 4k power. It's got Auto. When this card is played, look at 5 cards from the top of your deck. Choose up to 1 green Son Goku card, an edge cost of 5 or less, or 1 green instant card with a specified cost of 2 among the
It's your deck searcher.
Yeah. So you either search a Goku or you search a 2-cost unison. And active main, limit 1, pay 1 green. If there are 3 or more King Kai's training under King Kai's planet in your battle area, choose up to 1 Son Goku confronting invasion in your deck or warp. Play it on top of this card, then shuffle your deck if you look through it.
Okay. Alright, so we got Sengohan something, what?
Simeon.
Whatever that means.
Monkey.
Okay. So 4 costs, 19k power, blocker, revenge.
Oh my god, revenge.
And blocker. We're going down that route again. I block and then kill you.
It's set 2.
And we got Auto, limit 1, pay 1 green. When one of your green non-great ape Son Gohan youth cards with blocker is removed from your battle area by an opponent's skill, you may play this card from your hand. Okay.
And we've got Son Gohan confronting invasion. So 1-drop 4k. It's got blocker. Oh, what do you know? If there is a green Saiyan card, When this card is carried by an opponent's attack, choose up to one of your opponent's units and cards and move a marker from up to one card from your life to your hand. See, that can just work. Like, I feel like those two could work in both decks because obviously Vegeta targets the Great Apes, but that just gives Goku more options.
Yeah, well, the Goku needs a lot of blockers, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So we got Sengohan, Rageful, Flurry, I think. 2 costs, 10k, unique blocker. Auto, when one of your green battle cards is KO'd by an opponent's skill, you may play this card from your hand. If you do, it gains 10k power for a turn. So it can be a 20k blocker.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just a 10k blocker. Ooh, worthy.
Oh look, blocker. So you've got Great Ape Vegeta Embodied Might. So 4 costs 20k power. So blocker, auto limit 1, pay 1 green. When one of your non-green non-Great Ape Vegeta cards with blocker is removed from your battle by an opponent's skill, play this card from your hand. And its auto is once per turn. When this card attacks, your opponent chooses one card in the hand and discards it. Thank God, okay. Activate, you pay 2 green. If a player has a field extra card in their battle area, play this card from your hand. Because they both have fields they can use.
You don't use a field in Raditz Raiders, do you?
No.
Damn. This would be quite a funny card to throw in just for two green, just so you could have that effect. Alright, so we got Vegeta preparing to invade. 2 costs, 5k, unique blocker, permanent. If there is a green field extra card in your battle area, you can play this card from your hand without paying its energy cost.
That's really useful.
So it's going back to those type of blockers.
Yeah.
It's like I can just free play myself.
Oh, I could just free play that in King Cold. Like, do I have a field? Yes, that's all I have.
I really wanted to. I don't think it's worth it, but
I don't know. So we've got Vegeta Elite Resolve. So 1 drop 4k. It's a SR. It's got unique, permanent. If a player has a field extra card in the battle area, this gains blocker. So just to play in more to the effects. And auto, when you play this card from your hand, you choose one. So you either look up 5 cards from the top of your deck, add up to 1 green Saiyan card from each cost of field less among your hand and shuffle your deck, or you choose up to 1 Vegeta's Powerball in your deck, add it to your hand, then shuffle your deck.
Yep. Piccolo Confronting Invasion. 3 costs, 10k power, blocker, counterattack, negate attack and play this card. Permanent, if your leader card is a green Son Goku card, and it's your opponent's turn, reduce the energy cost in this card your hand by 1. So 2 costs.
This set for green has a lot of blockers.
It's just the way the decks work, isn't it?
Yeah, like Vegeta wants to restand its blockers, but then Goku's like, I need blockers. So we've got Yamcha Confronting Invasion. So it's 3 drop 20k power. It's got dual attack. Permanent. If your opponent has 6 or more battle cards in play, reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand by 2. That's a very specific setup. And auto, at the end of your turn, if your opponent has a battle card with an energy cost of 1 in play in their battle area, place this card in its own drop area. Is that in case they have Cyberman?
I don't know. Oh, this is just a super combo.
Yay.
Just generic super combo. But obviously, the only thing to take away from it is special trait. That's the only thing about this that's going to be relevant to anything.
Well done, Tien. Well done.
I'm pretty sure, anyway.
Yeah, if you could search a green Earthling, there's a target.
Yeah.
So we've got Chaozu Confronting Invasion. So 1 drop 5k. With active main, send this card to its owner's warp. Your opponent can choose one of their battle cards. If it's a non-Saiyan card, KO it.
I actually think this card is really good.
Yeah.
And it's easily going in the side deck.
Yeah, this like we were talking about the day, is that it's good for side deck, and you would literally just put it inside deck, and if your opponent, you'd wait as well until your opponent doesn't have any Saiyans in play because they could just target it. I'm like, oh, I'll pick this one. It's a Saiyan, so nothing happens. There's a lot of decks now that don't run Saiyans whatsoever, so...
Yeah. So it's a nice side deck card.
Yes.
If you just want to have that free removal.
Hmm.
And if also your deck is green, then you've got charge fodder as well.
Well, you mostly just combo it off or discard it for effect.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's one thing you do want in the drop.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we got Yajirobe, Confronting Invasion, 1 cost, 4k, counter attack, negate attack, play this card in rest mode. Its attacking card is Great Ape or Demon Clan battle card. Choose it, KO it, your opponent draws a card. Yeah, too situational.
Yeah. Okay, so now we've got Northkite Master's Guidance. So it's a 1.5k. That's got the auto of choose 1 King Kai's planet in your battle area. When this card is played, you draw 1 card, place up to 1 King Kai's training from your deck or drop under the chosen card, then shuffle your deck if you look through it.
Yeah, okay, it is definitely too.
Yeah,
too restrictive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Vanilla Northkite.
Because, yeah, vanilla.
30k, 3 cost. Gregory. So he's a 1 cost 4k. First time he's ever been a card, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Auto, choose 1 card in your hand and place it at the bottom of your deck. Then play up to 1 King Kai's training from under King Kai's planet in your battle area into your drop area. When this card is played, draw 2 cards. Oh, okay. Oh, you choose 1 card in your hand and place it at the bottom of your deck. Okay, so you're gaining a card, not 2 cards.
Yeah, but
so yeah, you
can gain up from 1 energy.
Yeah, you can filter your hand a bit, get rid of the dead card at the time.
Or you could just put the King Kai's training in your deck from your hand and then get it from your deck later on.
Yeah, but then it says place 1 King Kai's training from under a King Kai's planet in your battle into your drop area.
Yeah.
And then get source card. Okay, fair enough. Activate battle, pay a green, place this card in its owner's drop area, choose up to 1 of your Son Goku cards and it gains 15k power for the battle. That is a 4 of in that deck.
Yeah, that's going to be very useful because if you do the Goku's effect to gain 45, you then go to 0. Gregory can just like pay 1, put me back up to 15k, and then carry on from there.
Yeah, it is only for the battle though, not for the turn.
Yeah, it's for the battle, but it saves you so much. Like, it can save so much combo power.
It can, yeah. And it saves potentially using one of your blockers.
Yeah.
So yeah, the deck is so blocker heavy. Pretty much all your battle cards are going to be blockers, apart from the Goku ones.
Hmm.
No?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Like, that's the only way I can see that deck functioning. It's your read.
Yeah. So we've got Nappa the Intimidator. So 2-drop 15k. It's got critical, and also if your leader is a Vegeta or Nappa card, when this card is played from your hand, your opponent chooses 1 card in their hand and discards it.
Okay.
Very simple.
Just a discard.
Yeah.
It's Android 14, but it has crit.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Okay, so we got Nappa on guard. It's a 1 cost 4k blocker. Auto switch this card to rest mode. When your opponent uses a skill to play a battle card with energy cost greater than their current energy, they choose 1 card in their hand or 1 of their battle cards and place it in the owner's drop area. So yeah, every colour's getting this type of card.
Yeah.
Because there is a lot of that going on.
Yeah, it's very easy to play stuff higher than your energy costs. Especially since there's a lot of effects now, just like, oh, if you on this much energy, you pay 2, and boom, here you go, here's a 5-drop.
Yeah.
So we've got Cyberman Unison Sapper. I wonder what he does. So 1-drop 4k, it's got blocker, permanent, you can run as many copies as you want, and auto, when this card is KO'd, choose up to 1 of your opponent's using cards with 4 or more markers on it and remove a marker from it. Yeah, it does like it says on the tin.
Yeah.
Another monster!
Plains monster.
Cool monster.
2 cost 20k.
Because monster deck is a thing. Okay, so going on to the extra cards now, we've got King Kai's Planet, which is a 10 cost. Oh my god.
Well, it's actually at 0 cost, but
yeah, you only run it in one deck, and that's the one that plays it for free. Surprisingly. So yeah, it's got field, active main once per turn, place up to 1 King Kai's training from your deck, life or drop area, and discard, then shuffle any as you look through with this skill.
so shuffle your drop.
Yes, shuffle your drop area.
I mean, it does say.
It does say to shuffle the drop. But it does also mean like any effect that would send to drop all your deck, doesn't matter. And you get to look at your life.
Yay. Shamron leaders all over again.
Yep. And then active main once per turn. If there are 4 more King Kai's training under discard, you choose one of the following. So you choose up to 1 Sengoku Confronting invasion in your hand and play it. Or you choose all your green Sengoku cards in your lead area and battle area and you gain 5k power for the turn. Or finally, you can draw a card, then choose 1 card in your hand and place it at the bottom of your deck.
Okay.
That just helps you cycle through if you've got a dead card, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. But the funny thing is, like most of the other fields like this one has no protection.
Yeah.
So you just go, I played this for Vegeta.
Yeah. That Vegeta just becomes better. Or if your opponent has like, choose a card in your opponent, if you're like, oh, I choose a card in my opponent's battle area, I'll pick your King Kai's Planet. You aren't replacing it anytime soon.
And then just watch the deck partially fall apart.
Near enough, yeah.
Because your unit relies on it. Alright, and we got King Kai's Training. So it's a 1 cost, activate main, choose 1 King Kai's Planet in your battle area, place this card under the chosen card, add up to 1 Son Goku Confronting invasion from your deck to your hand, and then shuffle your deck.
And now we've got Vegeta's Powerball, which again is a 1 cost field, no protection, permanent. If your leader is a green Saiyan card, you can activate this card from your hand without paying its energy cost. Okay. Auto once per turn, you pay 1. When one of your non-Great Ape Saiyan cards is carried by an attack, you may choose a Great Ape card that includes the colour and the character's name of the carried card and an energy cost of 4 from your deck, play it in rest mode and shuffle your deck. At the end of your turn, choose up to 1 Great Ape card in your battle area and switch to active mode. Oh, okay. So it can get 1 back, but Planet Vegeta can get all back.
We got some multicoloured stuff.
Yes.
Oh, it's all here. Oh, okay.
Well, it'll be all the green ones because you feel.
Oh yeah, the green-red ones.
But
we'll do that in a separate video for you guys.
All the multicolour. It's easier.
Yeah. Alright guys, so thank you very much for watching. Leave any thoughts you have in the comments below, and we'll see you next time. So, bye-bye.
Bye.